Tell me honestly, how many times have you met a woman and wondered, is she actually into me? Or just being polite? Maybe she smiled. Maybe she hugged you. Maybe she laughed at your jokes, but deep down, you weren't sure if it meant anything. And let's face it, that uncertainty can be so frustrating. Here's the thing. Women unconsciously reveal attraction in ways most men never notice, especially in the very first greeting. Today, I'm going to decode those hidden signals for you, so you'll never be left guessing again. You've probably heard all the classic dating advice before. If she touches her hair, she likes you. If she laughs at your joke, she's interested. But let's be real. Those tips are so surface level. Attraction psychology goes much deeper. And the truth is, the most powerful signals are not always the obvious ones. Here's where it gets fascinating. Studies in behavioral psychology have found that within just the first 3 seconds of meeting someone, our subconscious minds are already working overtime. We're evaluating, reacting, and sending out subtle body language signals before our conscious mind even realizes it. For women, these greeting moments, those smiles, hugs, or quick eye contacts are loaded with hidden meaning. And most men miss them completely because they're looking for the wrong signs. That's why I want you to stick with me, because once you understand how to decode these cues, you'll instantly be able to separate polite friendliness from genuine attraction. And when you do, you'll feel more confident, more relaxed, and you'll know exactly where you stand without second guessing yourself. All right, let's dive into the first hidden attraction signal. And this one is incredibly powerful once you know how to spot it. It's what I call the delayed smile. Now, think about this. Most of us, when we greet someone, smile instantly. It's automatic, almost like a reflex. You see someone you recognize, you smile. That's social conditioning. That's politeness. But attraction works a little differently. Imagine you walk into a cafe. She's sitting there waiting for you. You make eye contact. But instead of immediately flashing a smile, she pauses for just half a second. Her eyes lock onto yours, and then her smile spreads. That tiny delay, that moment where she almost takes you in before her expression changes, is the difference between a polite hello and genuine interest. Why is this so powerful? Because her brain is actually processing an emotional reaction. She isn't just following a social script. Her subconscious is saying, wow, I like what I see. And that half-second pause before the smile is her body's way of letting that attraction register. Here's the best part. Most men miss this entirely. They see the smile, but they don't notice the pause yet. It's in that pause where the truth is revealed. So how should you respond when you catch it? The key is to stay natural. Don't overthink it. Don't jump in with something awkward. Instead, mirror her warmth. Give her a relaxed, confident smile in return. That creates a subtle but powerful moment of connection. One that feels mutual instead of forced. And remember, attraction isn't about flashy moves or big gestures. It's about reading the energy she's already giving you. That delayed smile is her subconscious inviting you into her space. All you need to do is acknowledge it with confidence. Now let's talk about the second greeting signal, one that's so common yet so easy to misread. I call it the lean-in hug. We all know what a polite hug looks like. It's quick, usually from the side, with a little pat on the back. That's the kind of hug you give a coworker, a friend, or even a relative. It's casual, safe, and it ends fast. But when a woman is attracted to you, her body can't help but reveal it during that moment of closeness. Instead of leaning away or keeping distance, she actually leans in. Her chest or shoulders press against you just a little more. Her arms wrap around you a bit tighter. And the hug lasts a second longer than necessary. Sometimes her hands even linger on your back or arm before letting go. That difference may seem small, but in psychology, it's huge. Hugging is one of the most intimate forms of nonverbal communication. When she leans in and doesn't rush to pull away, it's her subconscious saying, I feel safe with you. I enjoy being close to you. I don't want this moment to end too quickly. That's just it. So how should you respond? The key is to match her energy. Hold the hug for just a beat longer than usual. But don't squeeze or force intimacy. Attraction thrives in subtlety. When you mirror her comfort and closeness, you create a shared sense of intimacy without saying a single word. This simple moment, a hug can tell you more about her true feelings than an hour-long conversation. And once you learn to spot it, you'll never see greetings the same way again. Now, let's move to the third and perhaps most revealing greeting signal, the eye glance. Picture this, you're standing with her, maybe talking, maybe laughing. Suddenly, her eyes flicker. First, she looks into your eyes. Then just for a split second, her gaze drops down to your lips before quickly returning to your eyes. It happens so fast that if you're not paying attention, you might miss it. But trust me, this is one of the clearest subconscious indicators of attraction. Why? Because nonverbal communication research shows that when someone's eyes shift to your lips, it's a primal sign of romantic interest. She may not even realize she's doing it, but her body is literally showing you that she's imagining what it would feel like to kiss you. Now, here's how to handle it. Don't point it out and don't rush in. Instead, slow down your words, hold her gaze for a little longer, and let that natural tension build. That subtle acknowledgement creates chemistry without pressure. This glance is tiny, but it's powerful. Once you spot it, you'll never mistake it for anything else. It's attraction. Plain and simple. So now you know the three hidden signals: the delayed smile, the lean-in hug, and the eye glance. On their own, they might seem small or even accidental. But when you notice two or more in the same greeting, that's no coincidence. She's showing real attraction. The mistake most men make is ignoring these cues, or worse, calling them out. Remember, attraction thrives on subtle recognition, not pressure. When you quietly match her energy, you create space for chemistry to grow naturally, and that's when real connection begins. If you enjoy this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever noticed these signals during a greeting? I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video on attraction psychology.